Welcome back, Cinnamon and Watermelon. This is lesson 82. Touch column 1. Word 1 is figure. What word? Spell figure. Get ready. Good. Word 2 is early. What word? Spell early. Get ready. Word 3 is opposite. What word? Spell opposite. Get ready. Word 4, what word? Spell 12. Get ready. Word 5, what word? Yes, huddled. Find column 2. Word 1, what word? Yes, expression. Word 2, what word? Yes, adventure. Word 3, what word? Yes, immediately. Word 4, what word? Objected. Word 5, what word? Yes, chariot. Find column 3. Word 1, what word? Yes, cave. A cave is a hole in the ground that is big enough for people or animals to go into. So, everybody, what do we call a hole in the ground that is big enough for people or animals to go into? Yes, a cave. Word 2, what word? Yes, buffalo. Word 3, what word? Yes, 80. Word 4, what word? Yes, adults. Word 5, what word? Yes, ashes. Very good. Part B. You are going to read this story on your own. We're going to do just like all the other stories. You're going to press pause. You're going to read until you get to the end. Press pause and read now. 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 Good job reading. Now, I want you to follow along with me while I read and ask questions. Clues from thousands of years ago. What is this story going to tell about? Right, clues from thousands of years ago. What is a clue? Good. It's information that helps you figure something out. Okay. Let's read. Look at the timeline. It goes all the way back 80,000 years. Touch the dot on the line that shows the war between Greece and Troy. This is the timeline here. Okay. Touch the dot that shows things that happened 40,000 years ago. Here. Touch the dot that shows things that happened 80,000 years ago. Here. The world was very different 80,000 years ago. People didn't live the way they lived during the War of Troy. The people who lived 80,000 years ago did not have chariots. They did not ride horses. They did not live in houses. They did not have bows and arrows. They did not have shields. They did not have books. They did not live in cities. Nobody who is alive today saw these people or talked to them or watched them. So how do we know anything about them? Anybody have any idea? Right, if you answered they left clues, you're correct. We know about these people because they left clues. The clues tell us about what they ate and where they lived and what they did. Some clues also tell us where they died and how they died. When you eat a big meal, you do not eat everything. You throw away some things. Let's say that you eat chicken. What parts will you throw away? Name some. Yes, the bones, correct. Some parts of the chicken that are thrown away may last a long, long time. What parts might last a long, long time? Good, the bones. Follow along with me. Chicken bones may be a clue that somebody ate chicken. What kind of clue tell you that somebody ate a coconut? Right, the shell. Next part. What kind of clue could tell you that somebody ate part of a very large animal? Yes, the bones. So, one of the best places to look for clues about people and how they lived is their garbage pile. Question time. Let's stop there. Everybody, what's a good place to look for clues? Right, a garbage pile. And what clues would you find in a garbage pile? Good. Bones, shells, clues about what people eat or ate. Very good. Some garbage piles left by people who lived 80,000 years ago are in caves. If we find garbage piles in caves, we have a clue about where the people ate. Where did they eat? Everybody, what's the answer? Yes, in caves. The bones in these garbage piles did not have marks from the teeth of dogs. What does that tell us about the people who lived 80,000 years ago? Yes, that they didn't have dogs. Good. The garbage piles of people who lived 80,000 years ago are different. Some bones in these garbage piles have marks from dog teeth. Everybody, what made the marks on the dogs on the bones? Right, dog teeth. And what does that tell about these people? That they had dogs, right? Did people live with dogs 80,000 years ago? No. When did people live with dogs? 8,000 years ago. How do we know that people didn't live with dogs 80,000 years ago? Yes, because the bones in their garbage pile didn't have dog teeth marks on them. Good job. Follow along with me. Sometimes garbage piles tell us about how animals were killed. Let's say that we found bones of a large animal like a buffalo. Let's say that these bones were broken in many places. An animal like a buffalo might get many broken bones falling from a high place. Maybe the people who hunted these large animals chased them to a cliff and then made them run off the cliff. So let's try to look at this picture here. It shows buffaloes, a cliff, and a cave. Touch the buffalo. Good. And now touch the cliff. Good. Now touch the cave. Good job. Follow along with me. Another thing we can tell from garbage is how the people who lived in caves fixed their food. If they made fires, some clues would be left behind. Can you name some clues of a fire left behind? Right, smoke marks, ashes, burnt wood. Very good. Let's say we do not find any rocks with smoke and heat marks on them, and we do not find any ashes, and we do not find any burn marks on bones. These clues tell us something about how the people ate their food. If we look at a garbage pile in a cave that people have used for hundreds of years, we can tell how things change. We can tell if the people begin to eat different things. Let's say we find that some of the garbage in a pile was not cooked. These things are near the bottom of the garbage pile. Let's say the things near the top of the pile were cooked. By looking at the pile, we can tell that people who lived in the cave first did not cook their food. They ate things raw. The people who lived in the same cave many years later began to cook food. In the next story, you'll learn the rule for getting clues from a pile. Good job reading today. If anytime you want to read this story, just go back and press pause. See you for the next story.